While most camera brands race to add more megapixels or faster frames per second, Sigma is quietly reintroducing a camera designed not for the mainstream, but for the meticulous. The Sigma SD Quattro H II isn't for everyone, and that's exactly what makes it exciting. It's for creators who notice subtlety, the curve of light on a model's cheek, the richness of color in a sunset, the detail in a quiet forest. In this video, we'll explore the true power of Sigma's latest Foveon-equipped creation, breaking down the full-frame sensor tech, improved autofocus, newly added 4K video, and real-world use cases like portrait, landscape, and product photography. You'll see how this camera isn't just another release. It's a reawakening of photographic craftsmanship, with clips and visuals that show exactly what makes the Quattro H II stand apart. At the core of the SD Quattro H II lies Sigma's secret weapon, the Foveon X3 full-frame sensor. Unlike Bayer sensors, which guess 2/3 of each pixel's color, Foveon captures true RGB data at every pixel depth using 3 vertically stacked layers. Think of it like a digital film roll. Every layer absorbs red, green, and blue separately, giving you maximum fidelity. The result is astonishing. Razor-sharp images, no moire, and color transitions that feel natural, not forced. For creators, this means less time fixing colors in post and more time trusting what you see in camera. Show a side-by-side comparison of a Foveon image versus a typical Bayer image, and the difference becomes obvious, especially in portraits, product textures, and natural gradients like sunsets or skin tones. Portrait photographers often struggle with over-processed skin tones or plastic-looking results. Not with the SD Quattro H II. Thanks to its full-frame Foveon sensor and new image pipeline, skin retains its natural grain and warmth, even under studio lighting or harsh backlight. There's no harsh sharpening, no digital artifacts, just clean, organic texture. This camera gives you files that look like high-end medium format without the massive body or cost. When editing, you'll notice how little you need to touch. Highlights roll off smoothly, and shadows stay detailed. Include B-roll of studio headshots, skin retouching in Lightroom, and raw to final transitions to show the purity of color and tone this camera offers. For landscape artists, the SD Quattro H II is a dream tool. With a 39MP full-frame sensor outputting files that rival 60MP Bayer systems, it captures every leaf, rock, and ripple in crystal clarity. But this isn't sharpness through software. This is detail captured at the pixel level, thanks to Sigma's unique sensor. Add to that the expanded 14.5 stops of dynamic range, and you can expose a bright sky and a shadowy valley in the same frame, with zero clipping. This is where the Quattro H II shines, in capturing real-world scenes exactly as your eye sees them. Time-lapses, golden hour transitions, and side-by-side dynamic range recovery clips will all help illustrate this strength visually. Sigma's earlier Foveon models struggled at night, but not anymore. With a redesigned sensor structure and a new True-V processor, the SD Quattro H II handles low-light scenes at ISO 3200 to 6400 with surprising clarity. While it still favors natural light and controlled conditions, you can now shoot in candlelit restaurants, twilight streets, or indoor events without fearing noise ruining your shot. Add clips of low-light handheld photos, comparison sliders showing noise reduction versus detail retention, and real-world night scenes that demonstrate the camera's new flexibility. If you shoot products, especially for print or commercial use, color accuracy and surface texture are everything. The SD Quattro H II gives you 100% color resolution at every pixel, which means reflective surfaces, tiny engravings, and glossy finishes are captured without artifacts. Add B-roll of jewelry being shot, macro lenses in action, product turntables, and editing workflows for product detail enhancement. This segment connects directly with e-commerce creators, advertising photographers, and catalog production teams. For the first time ever in a Quattro camera, Sigma is expected to offer 4K video with 10-bit internal recording or clean HDMI out. While this isn't a video-centric camera like the FPL The ability to record Foveon color science in motion makes it a fascinating option for product videographers, filmmakers, or YouTubers creating cinematic B-roll. The look is soft, filmic, and unique, very different from the overly sharp output of many mirrorless systems. Show product showcase reels, aesthetic desk setups, and color grading workflows to visualize the cinematic power this sensor now holds. The SD Quattro H II keeps Sigma's iconic asymmetric body, but it now comes with ergonomic refinements, a deeper grip, easier button layout, weather sealing, and a 3.2-inch rear touchscreen paired with a 2.5mm OLED EVF. This makes for faster operation and much more modern usability. Dual UHS-2 SD card slots ensure smooth backups, and USB-C with tethering and fast transfer support means it's studio-ready. Visualize this with clips of photographers using the camera outdoors, in rain or dust, plugging into laptops for tethered shooting, and navigating the interface smoothly with touch. The Sigma SD Quattro H II is not for everyone, and that's precisely why it holds such significance. In a camera industry obsessed with metrics, chasing ever higher frame rates, ultra-responsive AI tracking, and standardized specs tailored to satisfy the average user, the Quattro H II boldly steps in with a different philosophy. It doesn't aim to be everything for everyone. It aims to be something extraordinary for the few who still believe in the purity of image making. It dares to ask the questions most manufacturers have forgotten. What if we paused the race for speed and instead slowed down to focus on the art of the photograph? What if we recentered the act of creating around light, emotion, and the subtleties that truly move us? This camera isn't built for the spec sheet. It's crafted for the soul. It speaks to those who view photography not just as a technical task, but as a deeply human form of expression. For the portrait artist who reads stories in the wrinkles of a face, for the landscape wanderer who waits patiently as clouds cast shadows across a distant ridge, for the meticulous studio photographer who finds beauty in objects and negative space, and for the filmmaker who chases not just footage, but feeling. The SD Quattro H II becomes more than a camera. It becomes a partner in creation, translating emotion into imagery with a signature look that feels alive, raw, and distinct. There's something uniquely poetic about a camera that refuses to be trendy. It doesn't shout. It doesn't bend to market trends. It doesn't try to impress everyone. And in that quiet resistance, it becomes unforgettable. The Sigma SD Quattro H II is a rare tool in an increasingly uniform world, a camera that stands as a tribute to intentionality, craftsmanship, and passion. In 2025, when everything is optimized for clicks, views, and mass appeal, choosing something rare isn't just different, it's radical. And in a sea of sameness, radical is powerful beyond measure.